Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 21st of September 2024. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be going back to the fishing derby, trying to catch them all within that hour we need, and then going to investigate the Brewfest holiday, seeing if they've done any updates to the event, and have a good old investigate of the event as a whole. Without any further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope we're all doing well today. Welcome to the weekend. Have yourselves a grand old time, either steady or frantic. Enjoy. Alright, straight off to Hallowfall. And we'll come back for our holiday quests. Now, we've had both sides of the kind of spectrum of the fishing derby in the 2 weeks we've done it. First time through, we were down to the wire. Barely a minute or two left when we caught the fish we needed, bolting back. And then... oh, invisible bombs, that's nice. And then last week, we got them within like the first 5 minutes, and it wasn't a bother at all. We have something more measured this time. We will see.
The message. These are earthen resources.
Sorry,
We
Brimp.
need you to mount a defense.
We've got fishing to do, we can't be doing it. No. Now, I will say I am considering pulling back a bit on the weekend streams. Just for my own peace of mind, and trying to, in an effort to avoid burnout. At the very least today on the Saturday, pushing it back a couple hours maybe, and taking the Sunday off altogether.
The Rubians are still tunneling under the wall. The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until...
Again, at the moment, there's not much room to breathe, so... and it's something I've been advised by friends, family, doctors. Probably wise. I've tried not to be as gung-ho jumping in as I have been in with stuff in the past, but I have still put a lot of pressure on myself. I'll probably post about that on the community tab in the coming days. And see how we go from there. Because again, I know if I burn myself out and content gets worse because I'm in less of a pleasant state, that, you know, the streams are going to suffer from that, the shorts are going to suffer from that. And long term, it's not going to be worth the effort of doing so early, 7 days a week. There we go. For today, though,
The flame birds
schedule as
are on
normal.
us. Stay alert.
Here we go fishing. I thought it was 25 marks it gave me. Confusing.
Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night.
Alright, specular sturgeon, rainbow fish, a dogfish, so that's blood in the water, glimmer pools, and where is rainbow fish? Glimmer pools. So we're looking for glimmer pools and the bloody pools. Should be alright. Let's follow the river up. And just focus on those to try and get them done within the time limit. First time we were going around doing other gatherables and just going pretty much to every fishing spot rather than just them. I'll be fishing under the voidy light of Belladar today. That's a glimmer pool. I just take it steady today on the Saturday. Even on the delayed time, it seems like a wise thing to do. Hey! I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, it's the easy fish. Do we get marks every time as well, or we have... I don't quite know. Wouldn't be trying to get into these events, though. There's so many little ones in WoW that I've missed over the years. Trying to give a more wholehearted approach to looking at the various aspects of the game. Ichor, not going to get us the bloodfish. Nope, we spin it around. Under the back of the priory. And what does the Guardian guard, I wonder, looking up at it in the sky? Oh, it's rich bismuth, though. No, I've got to resist the urge. Could be chucking fish in the water as well. We have to increase our perception and all of that. Occasional shadows that go overhead. Just the airships, though. Hey. Will we keep looking? Surface. See if we get any more transmog goodies as we go. Any fish? Felt busier around this coast last week. Killed that world boss on the Wednesday, so that's all well and good. And every piece of ore, so very tempted, but that first week of cutting it close with the hour marker, we gotta keep at the fish. Glimmer pool, huzzah. Let's see how we go. We chuck in one of these. Increase the likelihood of getting the rarer one. See if we can get that rainbow fish. Fisherman's pouch. Might be something useful in there. Hallowfall music is still fairly pleasant with the void thing, it's just that slight level of unease. It's not as bad as trying to fish in Ashkahet, but Isle of Dawn still wins it. Just for a peaceful soundtrack. Surprised they didn't have the fishing derby try and encourage you into the other zones as much, but it's okay. Is that fishing pack? No, that's a miscellaneous pebble. Fishing pack is behind 2 elites. Nope. Do not have time. Fish? Nope, can't pull. We don't want to go around into all of the questy bit because that tends to be the shadow fish. Feed to that frog. Let's get back on the river. Do another lap of the zone. I wonder if the light and the void star, when it swaps around, has any bearing on fish at all. Might. But it's not like there's unique fishing holes for each. There isn't a light touched or a void touched like pool that appears. It'd be interesting if there were. Blood. Ah, good. Do need to get that bloodfish. Stay asleep, please. No, they're neutral. They should be fine. Curse you. Throw it back. Oh, the blood pool was gone after one as well. God damn it. At least it's a 15-minute buff. Okay, make our way along this stretch here. Calm surface? Nay. We know what we're looking for. Can't dilly-dally. We're already 10 minutes in. Load again. Don't you do it, Koibis. Just shoot. Trying to steal our fish. Have a swig of his beverage. Tea's not quite cold yet, thank God. Make sure you all do the same out there. Oh, some Dark Moon cards. That one day might be useful. We get our warlock up with inscription. Curses. And those are the ones we needed last week, which took the longest to find. Here we go again. You're a fake fisherman. But at least he's not going to jump out and attack us. You're not even holding a fishing rod. Your disguise needs work. Fun. Just give me one dogfish. Dilly dally days. Cursed ghoulfish. Calm pool, not quite. They're already fishing there. wrap our way around again. Glimmer pool. Player already fishing there. Oh no, it begins. All the other anglers getting into the derby quickly. Head up river. Nay. We'll flip back around to the coast and do the route again. Check before Brewfest as well on the Glimmer pool. Why so many elites? Alright, let's just pull a few. A few, I said. Crate of devotional candles. These votive candles might be of interest to Janky, the kobold candlesmith in Gundergaz. Sure, we'll grab them for Janky. Oh, he wants more. Well, hang on. Gotta do our fishing first. We can come back and grab some candles for Janky. On rainbow fish. Don't do it, crab. God damn it. I knew it was coming. I should have just turned and murdered the crab. Meant to be peaceful Saturdays, crab. Any initial... Oh, we've got 60 minutes. Starts fading away. Trout. Not what we needed, but the buff will be useful. Calm, calm. Ica, angler. I don't know if they change or rotate unless someone actually fishes them up, so they might just all be dead uses here, for lack of a better term. Let's do the loop round. This again. Come on, okay. Give me the fish. There's plenty of ore. Be more of a chew on down by the elites. Make our way down river. Keep a looking. Big fish. Seems odd given the water level. In that spot at least. Blood. Already got a fisher. Again, the etiquette seems to be if someone's got a fishing hole, don't rob it for them because you do not share number of uses for it. When it's used, so... While it wasn't confirmed by any means, it felt when I dropped in on someone and started fishing where they were fishing, I'd get some looks. Anything in tiny pond? No. Clear. Nexton. Squish. Royal Ripple. Don't see these ones very often. I know it wasn't on the list of ones we needed, but they are much rarer. Just I've only seen them a few times. Goddamn cool fish. Aye, those ones. We had Cupid in the chat tell us that folks were looking for a secret fish mount, which required catching each of the fish a certain number of times, so people were still figuring it out. Like a hidden mount, not in the mount list. Maybe that pops up sometime. No indication of where or how, but you never know. Cool fish. Royal Rit. I can't. We've got 40 minutes left. Glimmer pool. For me? Yes, for me. I've got to throw the goldfish back in. Lest it be a waste of time. Out again. At least it refreshes the buff. No dice. Chuck one of those back in. Whoosh. Too soon, trout. Too soon. We have seen a lot less of the rainbow fish, to be fair, when we've just been casually fishing. Might be what holds us up. And the bloodfish one's weird because when... early on I thought it was pretty rare, but then we'd find a blood pool and get like 4 of the damn things back to back, so... it's all RNG at the end of the day. It may well get easier as our fishing level goes up. We're still 60 skill points off it being the max. Glimmer again, but to fish it. It's a calm. Oh, panic drop. What point does that turn to Ashgahat? Might as well check down here. And again, we don't have to fish in Hallowfall necessarily. Blood. It's just if we're in like the last 5 minutes, you want to be able to rush back to the NPC and get it handed in. Con game. You get out of me back. No, Slum Shark. Nah. This is... you can do like a round, then up to the other one. Because... what's the event over there? Wounded Soul, which we haven't done. We can probably do that before we do Brewfest, just to get it off the list. Royal Ripples, not what we... mistakes were made. Landmines made of spider web. Calm. Calm again. And again. At least I know, in terms of leveling alts, I can just get a load of ore repeatedly, quite easily. Where are the fish? Why would any waters in this place be calm? Not what we need. Let's go back to Hallowfall. Let's leave this place. A damn useless 5 minutes.
Nerubians are still tunneling under the wall.
I know, Faerun.
The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until those burrows are collapsed.
We've got fish to catch. We are, as of yet, unlucky. Maybe the koi mistress to have some fish. No. There was a chance, alright? I figured fish people, maybe, you know, they eat a lot of fish. I don't even know if that'd count as caught for the quest, but it could have. Suppose we could figure that out by going to an auction house, but it does say catch. Liverpool. Took a bismuth back in. Try this one. Give me that rainbow fish. Please. Oh, the light. Maybe Belladar will shine on us and grace us with the rainbow fish. Trout. Not ideal, but I'll take the buff. Nay, no dice. Nada. Do a wrap around the coast. Maybe in the more treacherous waters where there's elites and stuff about, maybe there will be less people fishing. Not like we've seen loads of competition, but we've seen a few watering holes. That is not calm fish. It's being stepped on by an elemental. Calm again. Curse you, calm waters. Oh. Radiant twisted mycelium. Oh, that's one of the rares that give you a load of the crystals to light the flames. Oh, somebody killed the elites. Aha! A chicken? Deliver the chicken to Elliot. Sure, we can do that at some point. We've got those candles to get as well. We can clear those out after the fishing derby. Assuming we don't have to spend another number of hours. Any around this side? There won't be any there. Because there haven't been in other times past. Nope. Not what we're looking for. Calm again. Give me Glimmer game. Nope. Sadness. At least it's sunny. Should we boing our way along? Calm, calm. If it hasn't changed again. Oh no, there isn't an angler one this time. So it is changing, but... Floating deep treasure. Oh, I've been tempted by transmog. I can't. There's no time. I want to try for the transmog at the crate one, but... So if we miss this 28 timer, we just have to start again. Go back to the rivers, see what we can find. I don't know over time what they could do to... Oh, blood in the water. Yes, and it's free. What they could do to change up fishing in any way. I don't think it'd need to be like made into a more elaborate mini game. You know, like you see in other stuff. Where instead of it just being a bobble, maybe there's a bar, maybe there's something to manage, that kind of thing. But maybe a way to specialise, like in the other professions. Potentially. Again, when they get to the point of player housing being a thing, there'd be... Between cooking and fishing, like, do you want to prepare a meal that sits on the table as like a cosmetic? Do you want a fish that goes up on a little plaque? Work with an engineer, make a singing fish. Not the goldfish. There's still possibilities there. I'm sure it won't be high up on a list, but... Oh, give me the less rare fish, goddammit. Maybe the trout buff is hindering us. Go back. We don't want your cursed fish. Alright, the next blood in the water we see, I'm turning the goldfish buff and the perception buff off. Because the dogfish are common fish. So maybe I am screwing myself a little bit, blood. Speaking of. Right, let's see if this goes any better. Our teleporty crabs. Rip the Arathi mage. God bless him. I heard that mage has got unique dialogue with him as well. I'd be curious to see what that is. Oh, hate you. Somebody's already on that one. Seems like this middle spot, just in and about here, is the most popular spot for fishers, at least in Hallowfall. I don't think it's worth running at Dornagol. I don't think the blood in the water can spawn up there. It says all three. Come on, rainbow fish. As long as we come back down to Hallowfall with like 8 minutes or so remaining, it's probably fine. We might have an easier time in Donegal, I'm not sure. I think it'd certainly be easier to fly around. There's less verticality, it's more of a circle, so. How was it last week? We finished it in under 5 minutes. Oh. This spot's lovely music for it. Curses. Right, we give it a go. Zap our way to Donegal. Quick swig of his beverage. Okay. Start by Storm's Watch and work our way round the coast, I suppose. See what we can find. More damn calm ripples. It's that Irvin who said, oh, by this beach is a lovely fishing spot, but then all the armed forces that came over at the end campaign ruined his fishing.
Pesky gulls have been getting too
Come,
close to the
Liverpool.
Crag. Thin out their numbers and make them think twice about bothering our equipment.
Nah, I'm good at the moment, Edelgon. An alt will come and do that at some point. It's fine. Rock pool, not what we need. Sea Raven, alright, we're in the right direction. Well, we'll take the buff. Gimme spectacular rainbow fish. Need to get this quest done within 20 minutes. Nope. Shouldn't sing to the fish. Doesn't work. Stargaze is not what we need.
The fall of Dalaran shattered countless irreplaceable artifacts of immense power. It is our duty to preserve what we can.
Somebody already at the Glimmer Pool. No, Jaina, that all sounds very important, but we gotta move! Doesn't seem like there's any good fishing spots around the back of this one. Can ignore it in the future if that's the case. Ah, these are just sheer edges. There'll be no fish to be had here. Oh, there's one, but it's calm. Yeah, we can pretty much just cut from that top end to down the southern end. Glimmer Pool. Up here with the violin. Much chiller. Again, I love Hallowfall as a zone. Balador's music just wins. At least to me. I'm very biased though. It is very Lord of the Rings vibes with the music here. No dice. Keep going. 19 minutes on the clock. Huh, 18. Rock pool, stargazer, stargazer, nay, nay, and nay. Liverpool. Cards. I mean, not ideal, but I'll have them. Every pop-up, it's not the rainbow fish. It's just this drop in my soul that's, oh, please. Nope, no dice. Keep going. There's gonna be a good few spots around here. Limit. Need to remember to chuck the bit of my funds in. Jump the skill by a little bit. Come on, game. Time grows short. I wanted to get to Brewfest today. We found some transmog. Forceps for the offhand. I mean, I'll take him. I'll take transmog. I'm always happy to get transmog. But today, need this goddamn rainbow fish. Nope. And when it hits that 10-minute mark, we need to head back to Hallowfall and try around there again, just so we can make it back to the fisher in time. Liverpool. Pretty close together here. This place seems like a pretty good spot for it. Just on this bottom coast here. Let me up, game. No, we are... Horse. Thank you. We got there in the end. Another glimmer pool. Yeah, for glimmer pools, this is a really good spot. Nope. I really need to go back to Dragonflight to get this time rift badge off my bar. Route. Nope. Don't attack me, worm. We're all good friends here. We just want the fish. You stay over there. It's a fancy fish. Crap, do you mind? You're gonna scare them away. $12 No, 20 seconds. Panic sets in. Worry. It will be the next 12 hours of trying to catch this rainbow fish. The longest stream on the channel. Glimmer. Again, very good spot for it at least. Stargazer and a rippling. We can probably go back around even. Just one rainbow fish, please. Me game. Okay. I think we do a circle back, just given how many glimmer pools were in this little bit of coast at the end. I don't know off the top of my head how quickly they respawn. Ah, there's one again already, so that's fine. Put that one in. It's not too shallow. Game, I just fished here. You watch, this one's going to be just a pixel too far over and it's going to give me junk. Gonna need to head back down at Hallowfall in a moment. Too shallow again. Don't do this to me. Need like a fishing half-stone. Take me back to the derby person. sea raven. The rarer of the fish. And yet, not our goal. Feels like the rainbow fish is rarer than they are, despite the rarity difference. No dice. Right, back to Hallowfall. Quick as we can. It's not looking good. Straight down the causeway. Loading screen? Did I do it too fast? Not had that happen before.
Someone didn't get the message.
No, Brimp, we're busy.
These are earthen resources.
Wonder how many other players are doing the same thing we are. Nope, can't pool. And again. Glimmer. Okay, surely this time. Be kind, game. No, Spiked Raven, how could you do this to us? Drat. Drat. Okay, give me dogfish. We're still looking real tired at the moment. Hope your Saturday mornings out there have been a little more fruitful than mine. Having yourselves a good lie-in. Or prepping for a boisterous day. Cool fish. Got one of these hammerfish, which we've... Weird that it can just stun an enemy. Interesting, but odd. Nope, the shark. God damn it. Right, we've achieved victory in a similar scenario. Calm one. There's blood in the water up this stream. At least there was before. Swoosh. Saw it. Get stuck on the rocks. No. Just shaking my head in disapproval at fish. It's more stressful than the rated battlegrounds. I don't think we're doing it. I don't think we're doing it. We've got to get 2 different ones and then get back to the derby person within the time limit, I believe. Check down this long length of coast. Maybe we get super lucky. Nope. Not at all. 1 fishing spot. 2. Sod it. We've lost it. Oh, and they've already gone for the treasure as well. Insult to injury. Grab this ore. It's my consolidation prize is getting some ore. We'll head back to the derby spot and report in. We have failed in our mission. I'm pretty sure it just lets you do it again. See, and we managed it when it got this down to the wire before by the skin of his teeth. But here, nay, it is over. I have failed you, Captain. In 25 seconds. I don't understand why players then fish into water without, you know, any fish there, because you only ever get junk when it isn't a fishing hole. So what is the purpose? It's a very popular priest transmog, that one. It's not too flashy or over the top, it's just very well shaped. Love the little light effect. Oh, and then failed. Off it goes.
We are the seekers of light.
We can try again. It's the same set of fish. Okay, so every week it is the same set of fish. Right, I'm going to have a quick bathroom break, and then we're going to come get these damn fish. Tappity it into the chat. There we go. Won't be a tick. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. I think the goal is once we accept to immediately go to Donegal and head to that same pool in the south, because that seemed to work best.
Always be prepared.
That's where most of the glimmer pools were. Hoping we find more luck this time. We're editing the title of the stream at the end to Just Fishing Derby. Okay, pretty quick and easy to get to. Start on the corner and work our way through. Oh no, are we going to be screwed this time? We might be. Oh my god. Well, further round. Come again.
Excavating here might be dangerous.
No, Dagran.
But unraveling the earthing
Curses. Not a single glimmer pool in sight. Ah, there's two, back to back. There we go. Comes back around. Let's chuck some of the bitter ink. Titans, preserve me, please. Why didn't that count, game? That was a crystalline sturgeon. Do I have to catch them in Hallowfall? Wait, no. Oh my god. We just got the rainbow fish as well and it didn't count. It has to be Hallowfall by the looks of it. God damn it. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. It didn't state that specifically. It's called the Hallowfall Derby. Fuming. Figured we'd gain the system. But no. Ruined. Absolute ruin. I can't believe we just caught the goddamn rainbow fish as well. At least we know. You know, it's a learning experience. Everything is. With failure, we find the fish the next time. There isn't a throw it back in to get more. No. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. No loading screen that time. Weird, I wonder what triggered it.
Someone didn't get
No,
the
Brim.
message. These are earthen.
Blood, but already a fisher. Anything in the squalor? No. A little bit of water up and over this way. Yeah. Oh, up the top there, what was that? Calm again. Blood. Okay, come on, dogfish. Straight away, first hook. Give it to me. Don't you do it, salamander. It just... Of course it's the goldfish. Why wouldn't it be the goldfish? Bloody perch. Shark. This is not what I asked of you, blood. Next. We keep moving. Oh, there was more blood that way. Hang on. That had just spawned. Put the goldfish back in. Hey, we got the dogfish. And it didn't trigger. Now I'm thinking, maybe it wasn't busted. Maybe the quest just bugged out. Maybe we have to actively abandon it. Now I'm a little ticked off. Now I'm a little peeved. Where's the spot? Oi, fishing derby person. This hasn't worked, so we abandon it. Really peeved by that. Because technically then, we'd have caught all 3 fish, but it just bugged out. Glimmerpool. Alright, we'll find out Quitty Prick from a sturgeon. Maybe you can only try it once the week, and it just puts the quest up again, and that's the bug. Let's see. No, this is my spot. This is my spot, you swine. Yeah, it's not working. So it looks like we do only get 1 shot. Because of wires, it just doesn't work. I'm not going to spend another hour not getting fish. What a pain in the ass. Hang on, before I just run off and frustratedly leave, I'm just going to give it a quick Google. Hallowfall fishing derby. How do I word this? Catch not counting? Nothing conclusive there. But again, I'm not spending another hour for it to be severed. I guess we only get the one shot. Let's finish up this bonus side quest we got. Grab some candles. Take our frustration out on the Koibis. Right, fish murder. Revenge. Revenge on the denizens of the water. Ah, they all got tagged. I don't quite understand the tag limit. Maybe it's time from when a fight is initiated.
It's too far away.
Oh, they spawned real fast. Oh! Ascension buff turned me into an Ascended Nerubian. Didn't think they'd go that far with it. We got our candles. How many animations do these have set up? Interesting. Right, let's go and take that chicken back to them. Fly up to Gundagaz. Deliver said candles. And we'll go see if there are any changes to Brewfest. And the last time I did like the Brewfest as a holiday event will have been years ago. So it might have even changed since then, but I know they've been putting a little more stock into the holiday events. Either make the quests more interesting or the rewards more worth it. I think the Lovers in the Air one people quite liked. Whichever was, I don't know, maybe... It was one of the ones before the pre-patch launch that I heard folks say, oh, they actually added quests and reasons to go back and see old world characters and... Very minor stuff. But still more interesting than a one and done type deal. There you go, there's your chicken. And didn't even read it, such is my frustrations. Like, ha!
Both battlefield and farm. There's saboteurs.
Sorry, Chiron. I'm not there. I'm not with you. Eating up all our vigor as well.
Shadows continue
Aye.
to gather where we least expect them. Take to the skies and strike them down.
No, take me to Gundagaz. And your fancy blimp. Surprised we didn't get one of these as like a flying mount. They are a bit big, to be fair. Maybe a small one. About the lovely stag mounts from the Emerald Dream. There was some nice stuff in there. A decent patch. That was quick. Where's Janky? There we are. Hey, Janky. Have some candles. Janky nibbles on one of the candles. Fish oil and a touch of sun blossom. Interesting technique, yes.
Bring back more shiny things.
Bless his love of candles. Alright, we'll fish for the wall bank. Let's activate our silly transmog. Couple of Dark Moon cards. Right, to Donegal. Where's that holiday enthusiast? Lead us in the right direction. Hello!
What's on your mind?
Have you heard? It's time for Brewfest. You should speak to the Brewfest organiser at the grounds just outside Ironforge. He'll give you a free beer to kick things off.
Watch your back.
Sure. What's that tap barrel in here then? Donate to taverns across Khazalgar to cover the tab. Okay, we got some prize tokens. Quite know what those are for, but I suppose we'll find out. Quickest way to Ironforge. Oh boy. Probably the portal here to Stormwind and then just flying. Seems like it would be quicker than like the old deep run tram. I believe flying over is just faster these days. Still really annoyed about the fishing thing. Like, the game needs to make it clear or not give you the quest again if you're not going to get rewarded for going through it more than once. Like, you get one and done. Fine. Indicate that. Yeah, maybe it's bugged. Hard to know. Googling was inconclusive. Is there a portal to Ironforge back here these days? It feels like they were setting up this area to do so. There's Belameth. Donegal. Feels like they're going to put other city portals in here. Haven't got to it yet. Maybe when they rework all the cities. Doesn't feel like they do that all in one go. Definitely when Silvermoon gets redone. At least that would be one, but be a lot of development time to do each city all for one patch. It certainly cleared them all out. Where is this fella? Over here. To Ironforge. Always liked Ironforge. I think it was one of the parts that the Warcraft movie actually brought to life really well. It was really cool. The Magni was really cool. Old ass mountains. They're stretched textures. Oh, I can feel a sneeze coming on. Have to be quick on the mic. Ye old copper. What was that? Oh yeah, it's been ages since I've done this. Let's see. Welcome, friend, to the Brewfest grounds. There's much to enjoy here while we celebrate the spirit of friendly competition between rival breweries. If you have any questions, let me know. Sure. Oh, you come for your free beer? Sure, let's take the Thunder 45.
See you soon.
I don't know what all this means. What's the tapping of the keg? Twice a day at 6:15 in the morning and 6:15 in the evening, the leaders of Thunder Brew and Barley Brew families come out to the Brewfest grounds for tapping the keg ceremony. Don't miss it. 6:15 in the morning and 6:15 in the evening. I think we will be missing it, unfortunately. Brewfest is all about enjoying the very best food and drink in the lands, and that's no exaggeration. Just take a gander at the many invigorating handcrafted beers and holiday sausages, pretzels and cheeses available. You'll find nothing better, and for so little coin. What about these tokens then? Next to the beer and sausage, the most popular part of Brewfest is the souvenirs. From traditional holiday garb to mini kegs of tasty brew, All sorts of Brewfest themed items are available from Belby's Quick Switch. Just make sure you have plenty of Brewfest prize tokens on hand, as it's the only way to buy them. You can earn prize tokens by helping out around the Brewfest grounds. Ram racing? Ram racing is one of the great traditions of Brewfest. Speak to Paul Amberstill down by the Ram stable if you want to learn more. It's a right hoot and can be a great way to earn the prize tokens. Brew of the Month. There's a lot of little stuff here. With enough tokens you can join the Brew of the Month club. Being in the club is like having Brewfest all year round. Every month you'll receive mail with a new brew to try out. If you like that brew, you can go to Stonefire Tavern in Ironforge and buy more from the vendors. Wild. Campground chaos. Brewfest is the perfect holiday, but every half hour or so the camp seems to erupt into chaos. Sometimes Diabrew Dark Iron attack, trying to take the brew home for themselves. Other times, Hosen come out of nowhere and cause a ruckus. Other times the brew even comes to life. If you're around, lend a hand so we can enjoy the festival. And the Chowdown. We brought a new tradition to the Brewfest, the Brewfest Chowdown. If you're interested in participating, talk to Britta Steinhardt by the Chowdown tent. If you prove yourself a true legend of food and drink, you can win a trophy. That's a lot of stuff that the event seems to have. We've sent some Brewfest shipments off to the Dragon Isles. I've heard they've started some of their own celebrations, of course. You can't beat the festivities here, but it may be worth paying the dragons a visit. Okay. What have we got then? Hosen Totem. Hosen have been successfully chased away and Brewfest saved once again. Question asks itself though, how did Hosen get to Dunmorrow? We should ask someone who has experience in navigation and travel. Okay. Bartender, why the Hosen here? Just because I arrived to Azeroth on a ship that flew through the stars doesn't mean I know how navigation works. I have never seen a Hosen, let alone with wings. What do you mean never seen them? They just turned up. Perhaps they held hands as they flew through the sky. Your guess is as good as mine. Really helpful. Very cheery music. What is going on up here?
Good day to you.
Hi there. You look like you can handle your brew, but can you handle your brew mug? We've been having quite a bit of trouble with the ale causing chaos around the camp. We found the best way to stop it is to recapture any living ale by throwing a mug at it. Looks like you could use some practice. If you can hit stout, you can probably help out next time the ale springs to life. Pick up a sampler, take a drink, and toss.
Alright, then.
Okay. Pick up some samplers. Can only pick up the one. What are we tossing it at? Oh. This thing. Sure. Dunk. Very silly game. Sure, we get some tokens. Nourish engineering at its finest. Stout took the abuse like a champ. I think you'll be a great help next time the brew acts up.
Off and away.
Sure. Oh. These seem to be in an eating competition.
Great to meet you. Keep your feet on
Welcome, Paladin. I hope you came with an empty stomach. What's better? Or more Brewfest than sausage and brew. Brewfest Chowdown is our new celebration of things that make... Oh.
How are you? Watch your back.
Things that make the festival great. Take a seat and show us what you can eat. If you want more details before jumping in, just ask.
Off with you.
Sure, give us the details. How do I play? In the Chowdown, you'll be presented with plates of sausage. Eat all the sausage on the plate, but be sure not to choke. If you're about to choke, drink some brew to wash it down. Once you're done eating all the sausage on a plate, you can call for a new one. First person to eat 10 plates worth of sausages wins. If you want to take part, just grab some folks and an open seat.
Watch your back.
Okay, so after these lot get through, we'll take a seat and eat sausages, I suppose. Warrior choking. Voltairean has this down. I see, so each of them has to hit. Warriors ahead. What a silly little event. I think red's got this in the bag. Oh, blue catching up. Nah, he's pulling ahead. I assume it's just going to be keypad buttons. You know, general 1, 2, and 3 stuff. I want to go. Okay. Eat a sausage. Take a sip to prevent choking. New plate. Alright, this seems pretty self-explanatory. Don't fear my chances against an ogre, though. Outfit or no? Olak wants another go. Surely not. Surely you've eaten so much already. We just need one more to come and join the throng. Background ambience of cheery dwarfs. I'm choking. Give me a new plate. New plate. Man. Okay, I think I'm getting the swing of it. We're behind though. That initial choke. It's alright, they've time to throw it. Two behind. They're all neck and neck. Okay, we got through that one pretty quick. Hey, they're on the knife plate. We can't catch up. It's too late. Very silly.
Welcome.
Here, give me my reward. What do we get? Well eaten. Every time you win, you'll receive a token as a reward. Once you collect 5, come back to me and I can award you with a trophy. Oh, so you have to win 5 times in a row. And then you can get a toy. Fair enough. I'm less interested in the toys. Lucky Noodles vendor.
Looking to buy?
Fair enough.
May your days
What about you? The Ram Racing Master.
Attention.
So you want to check out the racing rams? Well, I hope you're ready for speed. But before I let you loose on the world, you'll need to show me you can handle these fine creatures. So here's the deal. I'll lend you one of my racing rams and the use of that ram. You need to prove to me you can handle using the rams. Keep the ram at a trot, canter and gallop for 8 seconds each. You need instructions on how to handle the ram. Talk to my apprentice, Paul Ambersteel. You have 4 minutes to ride the ram and maintain 3 levels of speed for 8 seconds. Okay. So we trot for 8 seconds. Is this trot? Oh, too full to participate in the food one again. Oh, that was trot. tighter timing than I expected. Okay, and then we eat these because then the ram calms down. Alright, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Now this is ram racing almost. Silly quest. Isn't like a bar or anything, so we're just kind of doing it by feel. Let me off. There we go.
How are you? Off with you.
Nice work there. Takes time to get the higher control in your ram, but once you do, you'll wish every ram was a racing ram. What's that? Where's my reward? You got to ride the fastest ram around. You want more? How about this? You've been rewarded with the chance to help other people around Brewfest. There's plenty of work rewards for an eager young ram racer.
Good.
So you want to help out at Brewfest? I've got the perfect task for you. I'll put you on one of my racing rams. You head down to Karanos. I've got some kegs I need to pick up. Flynn Firebrew is waiting on a hill near a stack of kegs. He'll toss you a keg when you get near, and you'll run the keg back here and toss the keg to Paul Ambersteel. You can only carry one at a time. You ready?
Watch your back.
Oh, we're just off.
I'm out of range.
Okay. Faster, faster. Okay, he chucks us the keg, we refresh our ram, we spin it back around. We try and maintain speed. Okay, that barrel takes off regardless of how much fatigue we have, so. There's one. It's a very old whipping noise. Pa! And another. I have to check the prize pool to see if it's actually worth getting all of these tokens. I'm sure there'll be some transmog goodies these days. Two. Stuck. It's nice to see so many players coming to enjoy it, though. I wonder for folks new to WoW or returning after so many years in the War Within, how many will come and try a holiday event like this? Obviously they have the NPCs in Donegal kind of advertising it, for lack of a better term. I'd love to know the numbers. Like what X percentage of players actually get engaged with them, even if it's just for the one time.
Interest you on a pint?
Thanks a lot for your help. As long as Brewfest is going, the Dark Iron Dwarves are attacking. I'll need some help shipping kegs, so if you want to work more for tokens, talk to me every day. But enough about that. I need to pay you for the job you just did. Here are your tokens. Have fun at Brewfest. Feels odd now the Dark Irons are on side. This feels like a holdover old quest. Aye, and he's immediately got the redo.
Good. Great to
And what about you?
Safe travels.
Less said about last year's stain, the better. I'll tell you this, our previous supplier, they was shady. Turns out they were involved in some cultist activities. Can't work with people who are trying to destroy the world. So I have a new supplier and a new stain. Take this voucher to Belbit Quick Switch. Near the back of the Brewfest camp. She'll give you your free Brewfest stein, and she'll also handle any and all other Brewfest transactions that come up during the holiday. No, it is a big old stein. That is transmog.
Off with you.
Sure, we'll go say hello. That ambience. I'll drink to that.
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Hey there, good looking. What can I do to help you out?
Alrighty then. Right.
Oh, it's just a Stein voucher. Maybe you're just playing hard to get, so here's the year's Stein for you. I suspect I'll be seeing a lot more of you. After all, if you want any Brewfest tokens redeemed, I'm your girl. Or maybe I'm his girl. Or his girl. Okay.
Goodbye for now.
So we get our transmog. Or silly Stein. Hey, oh AJ, we're doing alright. We've come to drink with the dwarves. Wait, why didn't it let me? How do I accept it as transmog? Well, we have the cosmetic now. So what can you actually give me? How are you doing this morning, AJ? You alright? Back cosmetic. Ooh, it is a full-on back shield. And then an actual shield. Pretty detailed cosmetics, actually. Like the little bit coming out of the tap. Then there's a toy. Another stein. Then we get a hat. Let's see. The dress. Some slippers. Regalia. A head garland. Some boots. I see. Transmog indeed. Shield though, it even has a bonus stein on it. Look at that. We can get goggles that make everyone look attractive. Apparently. Two other toys. There's a lot of little rewards here. More toys. Companions like Tiny Elephant. A Walpertinger, whatever that thing is. A Stout Elemental. A Sausage Grill. A banner. More goggles. A specific Hearthstone. That's pretty cool. And then a way to upgrade heirlooms.
Seeing you.
Aye, absolutely. There's a lot of it here. How many of those tokens did we just get? Will they count as legacy? No. Let's war within. Miscellaneous. They're not in miscellaneous. Oh, it's because they're in my bag. Okay. We have 65.
You got the coin?
Background ambience. Drink, drink, drink.
Here there.
What do you want? It's time to let people know that the Thunder Brew have heard their cries for a good brew. You need to shout at the flags outside the bank, in the military world, the Hall of the Explorers and the Mystic Wars. We'll make it easy though, we'll lend you a ram for 4 minutes. Careful though, going too fast. Since you won't find any apple crates in Ironforge, we can't take the chance of you helping out the barley brew messengers. So I ride the ram through Ironforge and get some tokens. Alternatively,
What can I do for
we do
you?
the same thing with the barleys.
See you soon.
And that's 15 tokens. And the fella down here just wants us to race the ram again.
Question everything.
Void wine. Odd, of all the different factions to get a stand here. The Void Elves? Sure? Trying to see just how many Horde characters are about. Or do they have their own version of Brewfest? They might well do. Sobriatus, the water elemental, giving everyone refreshing water. Very nice. And Darren brews. Oh boy. I bet there's achievements tied to all of this stuff as well. Let's see, if we're on 65... I don't know if if I care enough about the cosmetics. However, the shield and back piece are so very detailed. I feel remiss not to at least gun for those. I don't really care about any of the others. 200 a pop, though. This event lasts until the 6th of October.
Have a great day now.
See what we can do in a day. We'll give you a message. So we need to take this ram up to Ironforge. I've made a mistake already. Trying to shortcut up and round. I bet it's not going to make it. Oh no, we can. We absolutely can. Come on, Skyrim. Skyrim our way up. No. Disgrace. No, we are going the long way around. Alright. That timer's already going down as well. What happens if the ram gets too fatigued? Does it just surrender? I had enough of failing quest today with that goddamn fishing derby. Okay, that's outside the bank. Military ward in the hall. And the Mystic ward. Ooh, well, I hope you enjoyed the DLC for that one, AJ. You'll have to let me know how it holds up. I think when I glanced at it, it had mixed reviews, the DLC, but you never know, and general consensus isn't always right on the mark. What's the daily in here from the fishing trader? Oh, it'll just be grabbing random fish around Ironforge, I'd wager. Do I have to get the ram back in time? Don't think so. Another daily over there. There we are. We have to ride the ram back. I don't want to risk finding out if I don't. We just gently canter. He's so tired. Ram is so tired. Fair enough. All the more reason I hope you enjoy them, bub. Hopefully it's worth the price of admission and gives you a decent amount of game time too. And it always varies with games like that. Is it going to be something where it's a unit you can get at some point during, so to really enjoy it you have to do a whole campaign again? Or is it like standalone missions, which that can vary as well? Depends if you feel forced into it halfway through a playthrough. I know, there's so many ways to approach putting in your DLC these days. Knowing which one is best can be tricky.
What's on your mind?
Good job, that'll show those arrogant barley brews. Well, we promised you a reward, and here it is. We found the brews reward you with prizes. The barley brew reward you with foul odours and false promises. You chose wisely. If you want to keep making the right choice, stop by another day and help us spread the word.
Watch your back.
Oh, and you can't do both of them in one day. Dearie me. Dearie me. 82 coins. We saw if we went around the different pubs in Donegal, we were getting like 10 at a time.
My goods are crafted with great care.
Farewell.
Interest you on a pint?
That one just says complete quest. So I think he's already given us the tokens for today. Alright, so we want to see if the Valdrakken one gives us something then. What was that, Paul? That's not the fastest way of Valdrakken. Surely not. Dalaran? I didn't even think the event from the Radiant Echo stuff was still active out in the world. Why would the portal be there? Let's go and see. It's giving us it for a reason. Try and trust it. Oh, yep, the elemental and all that's gone.
Talk to me. Watch your back.
So is the portal game. There's no portal here. I've been lied to. Alright, back to Stormwind then. Also not far. I need to update that. I liked the little eating contest. I can't see myself winning 5 of the damn things. And it looked like everyone was on a pretty even keel, chugging down those sausages. 50% off makes it pretty good. The joy of Steam sales. And if you enjoy them as well on the tabletop, I guess it speaks to you more. Alright, let's go see if there's any more of these tokens to be got in Valdrakken. Or just flying around Donegal Inns at that point. Kazalgar Inns, I should say. Dragons! We'll get back on our Drake while we're here, why not? They're home. Hello.
How are ya? Safe travel.
Come for a brew? Ah, we got plenty.
See you soon. Watch your back.
I have more tokens here. I might have made a mistake asking the Drakfear to help with these deliveries. They've been rolling barrels of brew through the city, crashing them all over the place. Well, we shouldn't let the brew go to waste if we can help it. Take a barrel and take to the skies. Try collect and save as much of the brew as you can by collecting the bubbles.
Off with you.
And then barreling
Safe
down.
travels.
It's ale you're looking for. We've plenty to sample. At least we would if the Valdrakken folk would hurry up and bring the rest of the barrels down here. We've shipped our Brewfest brews here so they can celebrate, and wouldn't you know it, they've already started their own traditions. Rolling barrels through the city. That's no way to treat a good brew. Mind Leonard and bring those barrels down here, and try not to break them.
Watch your back.
Sure, we can try both of these things. Bubbles. Beer bubbles. For our dragon. Yum. Very silly little pop noise. Be a wobbly dragon in a moment. Speaking of. Alright, that's the first of them.
Aye. Off with you.
Thank you kindly for the help. Now, if I can just convince the Drakfear to simply fire the barrels here instead of rolling them.
See you soon.
Try that in a moment. Where are we rolling it from? Up there. Good to see you again. Chef Rummies and Morsolo just awaiting inside. Ah, yes. Big old dragon chef. Fancy feasts up there. Oh, oh no. Where am I going? Oh, we follow the grid. Ah! Right. Other broken barrels. Got it. Got it. Follow the little green balls for now then. Out of the way! Which way? Which way? This way. We're speeding up. Here's your barrel. 70%? That's fair. We did crash it. So I imagine if you do one perfectly, you only need to do the one. Sounds like a rough business for them, AJ. I feel that'll make for a very fun unit, though. Albeit one you have to play around. Mayhaps not put allies near, just in case. Alright, we're moving with speed. Look out! Very silly, came back and appreciate it. Here's your other barrel.
You got my attention.
Glad to see that delivery in one piece. There you go. So that's 100 tokens. And the shield, I just won't end up using that transmog very much, so I kind of only really want that back piece, but that is 200. If we go back to Khazalgar, said we'd get some by going to each of the taverns? Is that capitals only, or is that any small tavern, any innkeep across Khazalgar? Let's have a gander. Easiest one would probably be the village down there. Let's go have a look. Have ourselves a leisurely flight, grab some more as we go. I don't want to look at fish. The swine. Feel so robbed by them. Time, more than anything else. Ah, there is a bar tap in there. Okay, it is every inn then. That might bring us up to the 200 we need. Now it's just remembering every inn. Don't think there were any around here. There might have been an inn up by where we taught folks about storm riding. There might be an inn there. There's definitely not one down there. There'll be one in Rambleshire. Have a gander. Nay? Ah, well. It was worth a try. We'll go back to the village, take a flight over to Rambleshire. The brewery seems like it should have one, but it might well not. Feels like it'd have its own quest there. Yep, this is one of the WoW holidays. They have many. I just missed the Harvest Festival because I wasn't paying attention. The Darkmoon Fair comes back every so often. That kind of gives you XP and rep bonuses, though again, I haven't really done it. Brewfest starts now and goes on till the 6th. Then we have Hallow's End, WoW's Halloween event. A few days for Day of the Dead. Pilgrim's Bounty, which is essentially Thanksgiving. Feast of Winter Veil, you can guess what that one is. Then Fireworks Celebration on New Year's. The Lunar Festival in January. Some racing festival, the Kalimdor Cup. Valentine's Day. They cover it all, and over time they've slowly been adding newer bits to them all to modernise them a little bit. I don't know, judging by what we saw in that first camp of Brewfest, there's still some of the old quests there because some of the stuff didn't make sense. Like the Dark Iron wouldn't be attacking them now because we're allied. But there's a lot of them, and there's an achievement for doing all of them and participating in each of them. Because, like, what a long, strange trip it's been. I think I can find it. Yeah. Complete the world events listed below to honour one's elders. Noble Garden, which is Ista. Hallowed be thy name. All for love. For the children, for Children's Week, Brewmaster and Merrymaker, and you get a mount for it. The only one I have was the Flame Warden for the fire event in the summer. I have a lot of them. There's Pirates Day. And they all have titles and different rewards, and they've started adding a load of cosmetics to them all as well now. Right, we can assume there'll be one at the inn here. There isn't. Innkeep. What is the meaning of this? Curses. So not every place then. Let's give the meadery a look. Then the Ringing Deeps, it would only really be Gundergaz. It might be the Goblin Spa down south. Maybe the camp in the middle. Anyone at the meadery for Brewfest? Seems like a missed opportunity if there isn't. Nope, no quest markers. No, none. A shame. Bit of bismuth for our trouble. Right, where's that elevator? Mind the bees. Oof. Hefty toll for them indeed. Well, again, if they make 10 live service games, they only need one of them to be successful. Is some of the prevalent thinking, which is unfortunate. And when they got the studio 8 years ago, if it had come out prior, maybe it'd have done alright for them. And I can't see them canning it entirely. I think they will rework things and get it out again, probably free to play sometime down the line. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But I hope you're right. The oversaturation of that market and the constant chasing of, we need the live service that everyone will play all of the time. People don't have the time to play games that demand so much of you. So much FOMO, so many battle passes to miss, seasonal events. People are getting tired of it. I think even kids growing up with it now are starting to get tired of it. Or they're just picking their favourites and staying there until something really big and shiny comes along. And there's so much trying to hit that even then,
Another interruption.
it is difficult, even for the most wealthy of AAA publishers, to make that stuff stand out. Concord just wasn't it. Character designs were a little uninspired. There was nothing too snazzy. The gameplay was kind of seemed to be the best part, but then a lot of the systems behind it were ill-advised and overly obtuse. A shame. You're still going to see something like Marvel Rivals do really well, for example. But there's the worry. With the success the game has had, and people already jonesing for more content, and just from what I've seen with the PvP, it is a little underbaked. It's a lot of fun, but it's a little underbaked, especially with just the free maps. People already want a load more for it, and they are going to support it, and it's like, how long will they keep supporting it? How much money will that cost them? Are they ready for that? Will they cave and do more than cosmetics? Will the cosmetics get ridiculous? I figured there'd be a tab here. Good, good, good. There's still a lot of worry to be had with that. You'd hope, though, it shows us an example throughout the year of something not needing to be milked constantly and can be a product on its own terms. Whether the rest of the industry follows suit, I doubt it. There's too much focus always on short-term game. And that's more the way of the world than just the games industry. It's just the one we know best. We did our one at Gundergaz, so we just go through the Hallowfall gate and try and find some inns with it there. Should be a few. How many are we on? 130.
Someone didn't
Not
get the
far.
message. These are earthen resources. We need you to mount a defense.
I don't think we'll quite get all of them. Which is a shame. There's those radiant echoes around as well. Not up at the moment. Oh no, there we are. A wounded soul we needed, and old godforsaken. Oh, we need both of those. We can go do those for the end of the day. Exactly, that's the thing. You don't want the game to start feeling like a job. Like, oh, I have to log in every day, play for anywhere between half an hour to 2 hours to hit out these quests, just so I feel like I'm getting my time's worth. And then the more time you spend and invest in it, the more inclined you are to feel that pull. God forbid you want to play more than one game. Even on free-to-play stuff. I think there was a time where I was juggling maybe 4 or 5 games at once and trying to do that. Absolute nightmare. You're just not having fun at that point. You're too busy bouncing around, scrambling after quests, try and hit things. No tab here. We'll make our way to Merildar. There'll be one there. Don't think there'll be one at Lightspark, but we can see. Again, we're only 70 off. Might require doing some dailies with it tomorrow. I don't mind when it's a load of optional stuff like this. Come get some cosmetics, do it for a holiday. Maybe you do it one year, you don't do it the next year because you don't need to. But when it's your main gameplay and progression, and you have everything locked behind it, like for an MMO, I kind of get it a bit more. And luckily, all of the like main gear related stuff, like all those weekly activities, are not asking me to log in once a day. They've certainly done that in the past. They had that problem with Battle for Azeroth, with Shadowlands, all the time. Aye. Helldivers and a few other games that have done battle passes that don't require a timeout, that once you purchase them they just last. I would way rather that games did that. Because nowadays it's like, I just don't get battle passes. I'm like, I'm not going to have the time. Unless it's something I'm really enjoying as I go in, I'm not going to have the time to go in and grind out a battle pass after battle pass after battle pass. Like the Traveler's Log thing that WoW does, which is essentially a little monthly currency and rewards you can buy. Complete that with just casual play. Like, that was done for me in the first week. Just about, maybe second of the month. It wasn't a huge time commitment. Obviously a game like WoW's had years to work this out and respect its players' time, finally. There's so many who know that FOMO just sells. Exactly, AJ, exactly. And I think as generations are shifting, there are more and more older gamers now that are in that point and cannot spend that time. So trying to nickel and dime them is so unnecessary. But when something works so well, they're not going to stop. God forbid they don't just make all the money. They need more of all the money every time, constantly. A little soul crushing. But it gets people. That's why they're still doing them. Makes money. And keep. Hey, you have a keg. Gimme. Okay. 150. There might be one more in Ashgahet, but otherwise we'll need to do a few more dailies, I believe. At least that's something we can do while queuing up for PvP things tomorrow. On Monday and Tuesday. Try and get our conquest capped out then for that weapon. Alright, let's get these souls sorted out while we're here. Let's do the basic one so then we can unlock the harder difficulty. I agree. It should be regulated. I was someone who was very susceptible to such things. There's a lot of games I simply don't play now because I know I will spend that money. Money I don't have. And have done for plenty of years, foolishly. They know what they're doing with it as well. Like some of the earliest like GDC Game Developer Conference talks on such business practice are really insidious. Just see more and more of it brought from mobile practices into the mainstream of games. Problem with the trying to get some regulation in is if a government doesn't understand it properly, they will overcorrect, overregulate, and it will become a problem in other ways for game developers. There needs to be proper understanding. That's the hope, right? The hope is that as a younger generation who understands it gets more and more into positions like that, that any regulation pushed forward will be done with an understanding. I think I missed the intro dialogue there. It's like Azeroth just got absolutely stabbed through. Might be in reaction to Sargeras stabbing the world. That's quite likely. I like that there is a mining version here for me. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, I get that, AJ. And I'm a full-time one, so I understand. Well, it's wild that games that simulate, like, gambling or like a poker match, but have no real-world money associated, are strictly regulated. And then games that have loot boxes or random reward systems that can be tied to real money are not regulated. Wild. And there was that poker game, that roguelike poker one called Balatro, which people really enjoyed. That's one I feel like I'd very much enjoy at some point. That got regulated, or was going to be regulated in that way. And the creator was like, if I ever lose the rights to this, someone's going to use it for very nefarious money-making purposes. So he wrote it so in his will, even if he dies, no one is able to monetize that game. Nobody. Aye, exactly. I wish more of the world would have followed suit. But even then, devs, or rather, marketing and management, found ways around that. For some places it was like, oh, as long as we disclose the rates, that curves a ball in a lot of countries. As long as we tell you it's 0.01%. Doesn't stop kids spending all a huge amount on FIFA boxes. That's probably the biggest proponent of it. Where it all started. Mobile games aside. That's a whole other thing. I was hoping when it became like illegal over there and in some other places that more of the world would follow through, but it's also money coming in. Although a lot of those big companies just use tax havens and don't actually pay tax for all of it. Messy, messy capitalist business. That's why the swan song of "We should save the children" can be a double-edged sword. Get out of it. 2, 1, boop. There's some more coffer keys. And then there's one more here which we haven't done. Old Gods Forsaken. We will see if there are any innkeeps with another bar on our way round. Maybe in Rakush? They've got some of the Niffin over there. Maybe they get a Brewfest keg. Seems unlikely, but I would like to find out.
Kaheti truffles make powerful explosives, but can only be found by Rakush's stag shells.
No, they do not.
Take one into the field with you and uncover as many truffles as you can.
Nope. I'm hoping they'll have at least one in Ashkahet itself.
The Ascended haunt our upper echelons
Nope.
of power.
Could it be here? It is. I just need to get to it. Ah. A couple of dwarves made their way to Spider City. They attract fear in a goblin as well. Well done, everyone. Is there... Let me see, Brewfest. Some of the people wearing 3 pieces of Brewfest clothing get completely smashed and dance in Teleran. Oh, we can go to taverns around the Dragon Isles. They haven't updated it for the War Within, though. But that does mean, even if we get just 4 of these, we'll finish that quest off.
I need a target.
It's a system built through itself, though. It is to blame. Like, we can get technical about it, and I'm sure you're a lot more knowledgeable about it than I am, but it is part of said system. And there's plenty of stuff that targets kids, to sell stuff to kids, to inform their purchasing decisions as adults. That's all part of the same pot, as far as I'm concerned. And individuals who do not care. Regardless. Kids are not. Jesus, what's going on here? Why? There's so many players at this one. Oh my god. When the new beginning dared to renounce the old gods, the battle that ensued was violent and gruesome. Do people just do this one on repeat because it's close? What the? Like, the others have all had the odd player. This is hugely busy. There's some really cool old god model looking stuff. Oh no. Yeah, but I feel that only flourishes under the wider banner. Oh, sweet Jesus. Why is it a mess here? It's fascinating. There's so much purple. There's so much purple explosions on the ground. It must just be the quickest way. Yeah, to get your score up, this has to be what players have realised is the quickest mission to do, the quickest spot to farm these keys. Because otherwise, unless there's some kind of crazy hidden reward, I can't see another reason why this would be so much. My god. And especially compared to the other places, they've been relatively quiet. Oh no. Please. Plenty of its problems don't care for the individual though, and are outside of the individual's control on a wider scale. It's not an individual's fault, like how much wealth or the family they're born into and where the world has them. Like, as far as I'm concerned, capitalism, the people at the top and winning are always the same people who will always be the ones winning. Like, that's the inherent flaw of the system, that all that wealth gets shared at the top and kept at the top. There's not much an individual can do in that scenario. And those gaps have just been getting bigger and bigger. And everything I've seen has just been harder and harder on younger generations. I'm relatively... Nope! Lucky the situations I'm in, but I know plenty who are way less so. And that's all tied to that system. As we say, it's the way the world is. It is what it is, I'm always told. I am not a person who is knowledgeable enough to shake up such things. No one shall stand between me and freedom from the shackles of the old gods. Oh, we're just fighting old... Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's like almost 10 times as many Valor Stones and keys. And all those players are gone now. What was that mad dash? We got 30 seconds for ourselves. Much easier when there's only one shooting giant purple magic at the time. Where are we at? 15 seconds. Two, one. Only got us 37 charge, but 64 Valor Stones. Probably a way people are farming them. That's every single word soul apart from whatever Ancient Explorers is, which we'll find another day. It's a complicated thing. It would require so much of those with the ability to make that change to do so together without pushback, which is simply not a possibility. I mean, who knows where the world's going to be in another, what, 10, 20, 30 years? Things can change so very quickly. And the onset of all this, like, you know, even just the internet and phones, crazy quick in the grand scheme of humanity. Like, we don't know. Someone might invent, discover, or find something overnight that changes our lives dramatically, and we're just not even going to consider the possibility until it happens. Or something crazy happens, like aliens find us and all that goes on, or dragons burst from the centre of the earth and proclaim dominance of the world. I much prefer those options to the very dour and boring zombie apocalypse. A lot of people are like, yeah, the zombie apocalypse, and that'll be when everything's real. And I'm like, no, no, please, that's not a train of thought you can have. Don't do this. You don't actually want to be real. Fantasize about killing zombies, that is not the same as the actual hellscape. But the way people are, and trying to find middle ground and balance, it's pretty much impossible when there's always extremes on one end or the other. Nope, nope, I was in the right place. We need a portal to Valdrakken, because judging by that achievement, it will still have the bars we need to go to. See, that would be my goal and what I think would happen. But then you've got to remember, stereotypically, dragon's wealth and the hoarding of a dragon's gold, like, you know, a dragon's hoard, would be the key supporters of such things. Hoarding wealth, not sharing it, sitting on piles of treasure. Would have to hope it was some kind of benevolent dragon. You just exchange humans at the top for something altogether bigger. And maybe that's better. You know, you'd hope something gigantic, long-lived, intelligent, and not just burny, burny, fire, fire, take money. Ah, one can dream. So, in theory now, I should be able to run around to 4 bars, get the remaining tokens, and be good. Yep, there's definitely one in here. Ah. Okay, 3 more. Eon's Fringe. A place I never went that had a side quest I never did. Heard a lot about it. Right, if we head down to the Waking Shore from here, Dragonscale Base Camp, the Ruby Life Shire, and Windcrest Embassy. I think I can hit those. I remember well enough where they are. Yep. Embassy here.
There are more whelps at the shrine that could use your guidance in their training.
I know they could, but I'm desperately looking for booze. Down? Oh, underneath. Yep. 2 more. And that would be... Scale camp is down here. And then the embassy is up there. I do like the Dragon Isles a lot. A lot of people give it crap for not being the war of Warcraft and fighting and conflict and that. I don't know, we needed a relax. And I think it will serve well as a foundation for folks leveling. Many years to come.
Ahoy!
Got a logger?
Smooth sailing.
Ooh.
Look always to the sea. Safe passage to you.
You're welcome. Stuff I don't need. Don't want pet charms. No. Fill up my bank too much. Getting rid of him. Don't need him. Need to sell some junk.
You best be prepared.
Definitely need to visit the war bank before the end.
Mountains to climb, vistas to see.
Right, last spot. Embassy near the entrance. That's why I liked in D&D that there were the more benevolent, the more neutral, and the more evil and chaotic. Having that spectrum of draconic stuff was good. And WoW's done that pretty well over the years too, I'd say. Although we're mostly hitting the point of all on side by the end of Dragonflight and getting all the different draconic... What's the word? Not just the different main flights, but like the bonus flights as well. The Neverwing, the Storm Drakes, the Fairy Dragons, all kinds of little stuff. I'm sure there'll be opportunity in the future for Evil Dirk again. That's 200. Okay, now we need to... If I teleport to Dalaran, which assumably won't teleport me to the crash site, it will either have a portal to Stormwind or Ironforge, depending on which Dalaran I've teleported to. Legion Dalaran, okay, just to Stormwind then. Still in the sky! Hooray! Oh, the Paladin Order Hall. Alright, with Stormwind, with Ironforge, we get sorted. We get our Brewfest, like, back piece. And then I feel like I have contributed to the event. I have seen what I need to see. There wasn't a big quest chain leading us off anywhere, but that's okay. We'll stop by the bank on our way through just to deposit all of our stuff. Yup.
You need something?
I think it's a bad thing, though. You need to be able to trust the people who govern. And they're trying, but even the smallest of things can have people flip-flopping immediately.
Safe travel.
And one can shoot themselves in the foot at the drop of a goddamn hat. I agree, AJ, I agree. All be about looking to the future, hoping for change. But I imagine the most crazy of change, just in general, won't happen in a way we'll expect. Who bloody knows? No one expected the internet. No one expected something like COVID-19 to happen in the modern day, but there we are. Who knows what will be next? Right, we're not going into Ironforge, we're going to a small little place on the side. Gnomregan! No, we're not going to Gnomregan. No, no, no. There we are. Back to the drinking. Drink to that! There we go. The big absurd back piece, I think, is the answer. Don't get me wrong. The shield's great. Like, it's a good shield. I just know that shield will not get as much use as the back piece will. So I'm happy getting that. Nice, alright, bub. I can be the same with plenty of subjects. Oh no, they do! All the gnomes are here. It's just... Gnomregan itself is still bereft by plague, and while they are clearing it out, currently not habitable. There we are. Fancy back piece. Alright, let's get back to Donegal. I'll do my little wave here outside the tavern. Hang on, I'll do it when he's not talking over me. There we go. Oh, that poor bugger waiting for more people to come and eat sausage. Sorry, friend. I'm out of here. I hope you get people to come eat with you soon. Right. Tomorrow, I think we start working on more of our PvP things. Well, as I said near the start of the stream, I am considering maybe cutting the Sunday off of the weekends and doing the Saturday stream at a later time. Just for my own mental health and sanity to try and avoid burnout. It is becoming a little taxing to go for the full 7, but we'll see how we go over the coming week. External stresses and whatnot. Perhaps if things are chiller in general, it will be chiller to continue as we are. But for now, thank you. AJ, please. I am hungry though. I am going to find something to eat. Thank you very much for watching. Everyone who's been here live, for those watching in the future, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed yourselves, hit that like button, fight that algorithm with me, get the content around to more people. If you enjoy the content, consider subscribing. We do World of Warcraft every morning. And on a weekday evening, we cover other games. At the moment, Space Marine 2. I think we're going to have at least another week going into some of the PvE and PvP multiplayer stuff. Probably more of the PvP. I was having a lot more fun with that. But until next time, folks. Much love. Take care. And bye-bye.